picking somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat pack in the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepherd. And look, I think everybody in this chat, y'all know what time it is. This team sucks. This team stinks. What the fuck do we expect? Like an 8-point fourth quarter from the Miami Heat? Why not? What the fuck you blaming me for? What the fuck I did? I'm too fat to put on a fucking jersey. I'm not in shape. I'm not the one who, I'm not a NBA All-Star who checks into the game with a 7-point lead that is increased to 10 points and then loses said lead. I didn't do that.
Man, I'm sick of this shit.
So is everybody else. Probably including my dog, New, pulling up one time for the one time. New, how you doing today?
I'm great. I'm currently boycotting. I ain't setting my laptop up to do a post game till these niggas earn it. So y'all probably won't get my laptop set up for the rest of the year. But I had to pull up on my dog. I ain't gonna leave him on his own.
I appreciate you. So you said niggas got to get the phone post game from you?
Yeah, this is iPhones. I paid a lot of money for this iPhone 16 Apple Intelligence.
Hey, new, I'm about to start producing from my phone too.
Black King. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, and I'm Muslim, so I gotta be covered. I'm not going through all that at 10:30 at night for a team that scored 8 fourth quarter points. Are you crazy?
I ain't gonna hold you. These niggas might get a bonnet episode from me or two going forward because this ain't it. This ain't. It's time for Tyler Herro hate, brother. When was it not? I told you, bitches. I told you that shit at the beginning of the season was fucking fake. Fake. Nigga bombing threes from 30 feet away from the basket all season long. He gets to the rim better. No, he don't. No, he don't. Nigga shot 12 shots, half of them threes tonight.
How many?
You put a Negro on him? No. Let's talk about the game, though, New. What were your thoughts? Because I know what my thoughts were.
This team sucks.
That's a good thought.
Everybody except 13. Big fucking 13. Captain of the Miami Heat. Franchise player. Asia Wilson's boyfriend. He's the only one respectable. And Andrew Wiggins says he's an NBA champion. All the rest of them niggas, I ain't gonna start early. I ain't gonna start this shit.
Yeah, that nigga Andrew Wiggins was 412 tonight. I'm sorry, I haven't been impressed. The new addition didn't move me, but you did talk about Idris. Idris was clearly the best player on the team for Miami tonight. 27 and 15, 4 assists. Excuse me. Got a block, got a steal. Came out into this game aggressive. But it wasn't enough. We were blowing them the fuck out. You told us in playback. What was it? A 21-point lead?
21 points. Yep.
We were blowing them out. 21-point lead. Bam carrying the team. Tyler not contributing, but that was okay. I think Spo did what a lot of people would want. There weren't very many moments where Bam and Tyler were either Bam or Tyler weren't in the game. He was staggering them. And Tyler Herro didn't show up. Like, what the fuck? Like, hey, listen, 14 points, that's not enough. That's not enough.
Not enough. You sound like what is not enough?
Somebody say Tyler easy to lock up. I agree. People get physical with Tyler. He shrinks. You put some black people on him, he shrinks. And as of late, like, niggas not gonna tell me that these little, like, the little knick-knack things, like, okay, he done piled up, like, I think he's only missed like 3 games this year. But the little knick-knack thing's starting to catch up with him. Like, I think Tyler only had 4 turnovers tonight, not 5. Somebody said he had 5. I think he only had 4 of them. But 4 of them, he had 3 back-to-back. Tell me about tripping, bro. Like, because I've seen a trend of Tyler playing worse.
No, Joe Pepe, I am not. That's the question you wanted your question answered. Hey, next time you really want to answer, put some money on it.
Come on,
I'll respond much quicker. No, I'm not missing Jimmy Butler, but back to the game. Bro, that nigga got under the hoop. This was at like the end of this, like going toward the end of the second quarter. He drove into the paint, tried to throw an alley-oop and hit the front of the rim, dog. Like, this nigga just be out there doing nonsense. Like, it's so bad, dude. And, like, I'm not even going to really call him what I want to call him tonight. I want to focus on another scrub, Khalil Ware. Young brother. You're not even a scrub for real. Like, you don't deserve what I'm about to say, but, like, so many members of this fan base were saying you were better than Bam and you were this and you were that. Like Stone ain't howled at the moon since February hit. Like, yeah, V21, that's because that nigga stink. I don't think he's lazy. I think he doesn't know what to do on a basketball court. Like, he suffers from this new age. Niggas don't realize they 7 feet and want to shoot threes, which is what I was saying the other night. Like, bro, and like Dale said in the playback, you're on a scouting report now. So all them picking and rolling when it's nobody within 5 feet like it was the first few games, that doesn't exist for you anymore. Like, hey, man, welcome to basketball.
Like, I think that's the part. Like, Khalil was a nice pivot there. Like, look, brother, it's not gonna be like I know people were all on the bandwagon. Like, I think Khalil Ware's presence has been impactful for this team in terms of like there being an option down there to rebound when Bam does that. But as far as like his individual impact on the game, it's been mitigated. Like, you win a Rookie of the Month, we're going to start paying attention to where you are on the court. And if you're lingering around the three-point line, we're going to let you linger. I forgot who said it. Like, in the last post game, like, they wanted to, I think it was Dale. Like, they wanted to see Khalil Ware be more aggressive around the basket. Like, start your game inside and quit just hanging around the three-point line. And I feel like that's what he's been doing. And they're allowing him to stay there.
Dale was definitely not here on the last post game, but
I don't think it was post game. I think he said it in the playback. I don't know who
I'm
said
still
that.
gonna take credit because he ain't here. It was me.
You got it. Black excellence stuff. I fuck with it. I don't give a fuck. That nigga ain't here to defend himself. You want? But yeah, I think Khalil Ware, like, he's been minimized in terms of like what they're going to allow him to do on the Khalil Ware is a foundational piece. I think he can be.
Oh, a faulty foundation.
I think
you want to fall through the floor when you step through the house. Sure, let that boy be that foundation.
That bag shallow. He don't have a bag. His bag was getting wide open lobs and making wide open threes. Like it wasn't. I don't know. I just think that people, again, they did the Miami Heat thing where they placed these high expectations on these people after a few good games, and then they try and project that to be what they are as a player. And it's just like sometimes you gotta wait it out. You talk about Bam. Oh, you talking about Bam need to demand the ball? Oh, I thought he did well tonight. Like 19 shots. I don't really want Bam shooting much more than that. 17, 19 shots. I feel like that's a good amount for him. You know who I want to see shoot less? Davion Mitchell. I think he played good tonight, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, Davion Mitchell,
If you can get this game from Davion, sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, you good.
If you can get this game from Davion Mitchell every night, that's more than you're getting. You're getting way more than what you're paying him for. Cause like it's really just supposed to be like, yo, the nigga giving me defense, but like he had 14 points, 6 to 10 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 rebound, 3 assists. I feel like he should have had more assists because he was making some great entry passes to Bam. Like that's an A+ game from Davion Mitchell. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, I agree. I think like this is maximum what you should expect from Davion. Any night that you get 14 points from Davion is a blessing. In addition to the defense that he's playing, but like he shot the ball, he made threes tonight, so that was cool. And I think you made the most important point. Like his playmaking tonight, he's not a playmaker per se, but like his playmaking tonight was big in terms of like getting Bam the ball timely in spots where Bam could be efficient. So I think Davion made a lot of good plays in that regard. George, my guy, how you doing this evening or this morning? It's early morning over there, right? Evening, afternoon? Okay. Yeah. How's your day going so far, George?
It's been very well, thank you. Thank you for asking.
No problem.
Company Executive Royal, how are you?
I'm doing well. Give me your thoughts on the game. You got interesting stats as your name today.
Oh, it was very interesting. These are just base stats. You just look at the box score and you can decipher some things. One of them is the first option. We built our offense around him, as we pushed Jimmy out of the offense as well, destroyed his usage for a certain player. And he had a really, really ultra mid game, we'll call it. Ultra mid, like aggressively mid. And when he came on the floor and we gave up 21 straight points, it's hard to see what people still see. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Wasn't he supposed to be an all-star? Was Herro not supposed to be an all-star? I don't know. We're gonna get better than pick 6 at this point. That was a generational throw. So it's Spo's fault too. Spo needs to carry some of this blame as well. That fucking lineup he chucked out there was beyond abysmal. And also, we're gonna give him his flowers. Haywood Highsmith. That was one of the worst 15-minute performances from an NBA player I've seen in a long time. That was beyond useless. He just made $400,000 from us in a game, and he did nothing for 15 straight minutes. That was his goal. He doesn't care about winning. If you're gonna hate Herro, hate on Bam, the guy who had 27, 15, and 4 on nearly 60%. Hate on Bam. The guy who they took out of the game and then we gave up 21 points?
Yes, brother. I think Lenny G has it.
Hey, is that the person I was arguing with the other night?
Drove?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be. They sound dick-eaters. But like Lenny G has it perfect. We hate on a per game basis over here in the basement, brother. This is equal opportunity.
That's that nigga Ken Twan new page. He can't fool me.
He done joined back in, then circle back around. Yeah, brother. If Bam played like Tyler played tonight, we'd be shitting on Bam. But he did it. He played well. He played
Go back
really
and
well.
watch. What's this game? What are they? 25 and 27. This game, what, 52? Go back and watch the first 41 games of the season and see what we said about Bam Adebayo. Like,
yeah.
I called that nigga a Nigerian scammer and said I understood why his dad wasn't in his life. Like, what are you talking about? We've said more than enough when Bam Adebayo was bad. He had 27 and 15 tonight. You talk about if you're going to be mad at Tyler, be mad at Bam. No, because watch the first 41 games where we weren't blaming Tyler because he wasn't the problem. Like, why y'all always do that? Like, why y'all act like Tyler Herro can't take his licks? And I'm not trying to go off on a tangent, but I hate that y'all do that, bro. When the nigga's good and we acknowledge he's good, but we say something about how he was bad, y'all always want to be like, but what about when he did this? But when any other player is good consistently, it's like, but he was bad at this point, so you got to talk about that. Shut up. No, we don't. Like, the nigga was good tonight. 27 and 17 or whatever he had. Like,
well, maybe you can suggest some good restaurants when Bam decides he don't want to play basketball. We don't give a fuck.
at all.
You my dog, bro. You know I fuck with your game.
I'm keeping it PG. Bam is our best player. He was great tonight. He was excellent tonight. I am not hating on Bam. But if the nigga go back to playing how he played the first 3 months of the season, I will call that nigga Prince Akeem from Nashville too. Like, I don't care. Like, this bag don't discriminate, dog. Like, I will send that nigga back to Zamunda on the first Camel Smoke, and he start playing like that again. Like, I don't care.
I fucking love that. I love that movie, by the way. That is a great movie.
You know, boy.
I watched it on the plane back here. Good.
That's good. That's good hoop there, George. That's good hoop. Is that who's not playing good hoop? Is former #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins. George, can you talk to me about your fellow countryman from Canada and why the fuck, since he's been over here at the Miami Heat, he done forgot everything that went into him being the #1 overall pick?
You want me to go for that far back? Back when he was a Cleveland Cavalier? He was mid for his entire first 4 years. He was just okay. And then he found a role. A role, people. That's what people find when they're the basketball player. You find your role. You're either a star, you can be a first option off the bench, you can be a facilitator. You find your role. He hasn't found his role here yet. That's why he hasn't done anything. At the end of the day, he's not going to be your Jimmy replacement. He's not going to go and average 25 and 5 and 5 with a bunch of free throw attempts. He's a defensive wing. That's what he is. And
George, I hate to be this person, but nigga Jimmy never averaged 25, 5 and 5 for us. But keep going.
Did he not? Did he not have a 20? He had like 22, 5 and 5.
Not in nobody's regular season.
Jimmy Butler has never averaged 25 points a game in his career.
22, 5 and 5 then. I'm more talking like on the high end of his performance, not exactly.
No, that's don't mind that, George. That's new trying to get off some Wiggs love. That's that Golden State in her. I know what's happening here, bro. I'm not fooled. I'm not blind.
I'm not saying it's a bad
false
player.
Brother. That's not Wiggs love. That's Jimmy hate. But keep going.
It feels like George hate at this point. I don't know. No. I don't know. He's okay. He's defending. And then he doesn't do anything. I'm not watching him as a player like, I can't wait to see Andrew Wiggins play today. No one's lining up in the stands to watch Wiggins play. Let's be fucking honest. But can he defend? I've been led to believe he can. I haven't really seen much of it since I've been here. The best acquisition so far is Davion Mitchell by an absolute mile. A pass-first defensive-minded point guard is something that we've needed on this team for a long time. It's something that when the build was at its peak, which was 3-4 years ago, we could have used the defensive-minded point guard. We had Gabe Vincent, and we declared him. We, as a network, declared him the best backup point guard in the game. I remember those days. It was a good time. But he was also a defensive-minded point guard who passed first. Could also shoot. It's a bit late for this build. Like we've got players from all walks of life. Why Alec Burks gets 28 minutes a game when we're obviously not going to do anything this season? Why Alec Burks plays 28 minutes a game in a season where we should be tanking?
Okay, so listen. Well, is not playing Alec Burks 28 minutes a game? It is, isn't it? It's giving tanking to me, George.
It's giving strong tanking, but we've also got players on the bench who are first and second year players who look like they could use the reps.
Well, that's an interesting point that you bring there because I want to pivot to that conversation because we saw a lot of Alec Burks tonight, but noticeably we did not see any Jaime Jaquez Jr. tonight. I'll let you continue and then we'll go to new at this topic. But why didn't we see Jaime Jaquez tonight?
Isn't he sick? Doesn't he have the?
No, he was active today. Well, he'd been passing that Mexican shit all around the team. So tonight, Terry and Duncan was out, but Jaime was active.
There was a new birria taco truck parked outside Cassette Center, and he was visiting for many, many hours tonight. Other networks and other people were declaring him the Jimmy replacement, the star. And now he's not getting minutes against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the arse end of the season. Just before the All-Star break, we are we have another dead asset on our hands. It feels like we've had many dead assets on our roster for long times. This might just be another one. The fact that he's not playing is pretty fucked. The fact that Pelle Larsson's getting minutes ahead of him, the fact that Haywood Highsmith's getting minutes ahead of him, he wouldn't have a good impact either. That's also tanking. If we play Jaime Jaquez 28 to 30 minutes a game, if you play him 30 minutes a game, he will just do what Andrew Wiggins did today. Take away the defense. Like it's not special. But if you have any hope of moving him, why not? And also we had the reports come out that Kevin Durant wasn't traded to the Miami Heat because they wanted the farm. They wanted a bunch of young players. Now I'm led to believe, and I would have to assume that Jaime was one of those players. He would have been like one of the top of the list. It would have been him. It would have been Jovic. It would have been fucking I don't know who else. It would have been Claire Ware. You're Pat Riley, okay? You're 863 years old. You're about to die. We both know you are about to die, Pat Riley, from natural causes. Maybe it's from all the cigar smokes in the 60s and 70s, but you are close to death. I'm not saying anything. I don't want him to die. I'm just saying you are old. Now, you have how long in this build? You have how long with this franchise left? You don't have long. Wouldn't it not have been easier to have like a 1-year turnaround where you go get Kevin Durant and you sign him for a 2-year extension and then you build around him? Like Keller, where, okay, I get it. We haven't had... I understand where people come from when they're like, we don't want to trade Keller. Where I get it. We haven't had many good backup centers. The Heat haven't had a good center, pure 7-footer, in a long, long time. But how do you not get rid of this fucking cunt when Kevin Durant's on the other side of the door? That is insane, by the way. That is insane.
Yeah, I do agree that Miami kind of like, I think they kind of like shit their pants in terms of like drawing these hard lines in the sand with players, especially when it comes to players of Kevin Durant's kind of ilk. Like that man is certifiably one of the 15 greatest players to ever play this game. And you draw hard lines in the sand because of his age when he's producing more than any of these guys. I wanted to circle back around to the Jaime Jaquez conversation. Why is Boy not playing?
The Heat got reports that ICE were out in OKC tonight, and they just was trying to protect him. That's all it was. They play tomorrow or something. He'll be there tomorrow.
That's stomach virus for his head.
On a serious note, because he's not good. Like, that's I don't know. Wow, that's crazy.
Tonight,
I guess.
That's an entire offense in one player.
Some people said that we don't need that.
I said on the stream one time that I would love to see Bam play with a Trae Young, just for what he did for Clint Capella. And niggas in the comments was like, Trae Young, he's not gonna help Bam. Like, shut up. Like,
they're talking about, I would hate to see him in the backcourt with Tyler defensively. Me too. That's why Tyler wouldn't be here.
But anyway, on to Jaime. Gil, that's crazy.
What?
Olex, like
that bicycle kick probably devious out this bitch, ain't it?
Pele won't know what hit him. He's just not good. He hasn't. He doesn't provide anything defensively, and he doesn't provide anything offensively. Like, and I'm not a genius, but I believe those are the two components to basketball. So if you can't provide anything on either of those fronts, you don't really have a place for minutes. Like, and that's what it is. That's why he's not playing, because he's not good.
Yeah, I think the worst part about it is just kind of like the burden that that been placed on that young man to be a certain type of player that he just doesn't seem to be capable of being. Like, you of anything, like if you drop the first round pick at the same position as kind of like your franchise player, and then that franchise player decides that he wants to leave. So Jimmy Butler decides he wants to leave. Jaime ideally should be the replacement. We drafted him in the first round last year. Like, he should naturally slide into that space. And at this point, with him being out of the rotation, like, he didn't get minutes behind Haywood Highsmith. Like, Haywood Highsmith got minutes in front of him. Pele Larson, Alec Burke. These are guys who are taking minutes away from Jaime Jaquez in this rotation. It's because bro has been a disaster. Like, he can't shoot. And I think he fits even worse on a team with Andrew Wiggins than he does on a team with Jimmy Butler. Like, I don't think there's a place for him.
Absolutely. Because, like, I don't know. I don't be watching this team. Was he playing with Jimmy?
Who? Jaime?
Jaime, yeah. Like, they would be on the court. He would. No, yes, he was. Because I remember when Jimmy did that quiet quitting, it was like Jaime was having to, like, run around him in the paint to try to get shots off. So, yeah, they were playing together. I don't know how frequently, but I got a narrative to push, so I'm going to say it. The problem is that Andrew Wiggins, listen, y'all know how I feel about Jimmy Butler, but love him or hate him, that is a man that a defense has to respect and pay attention to. Andrew Wiggins does not provide that. Like, 50, that's what Andrew Wiggins is. And like, and other teams, okay, cool. I don't have to send 2 at Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins could go 100 for 100 against me, and I'm gonna wait for that nigga to hit 101. Like, that's just what it. Oh, let's go, DJ. Those are the stats we love to see. It'll be down to 22 by the end of the season, but I digress. You don't have to respect. There's nobody on this team, Tyler Herro, Bam Adebayo included, that commands the attention of a Jimmy Butler. And because of that, everything is more congested and more difficult for everyone else except for Bam, it seems like. Wonder why. So that's what it is. Jaime, like, what lineup can you put on the floor to quote unquote maximize Jaime Jaquez's skill set?
First of all, we have to define.
We need all shooters.
Right? Yeah, you have to define Jaime Jaquez's skill set. But yeah,
that's the first part.
Like,
but like
that lineup looks like Tyler, Bam, Khalil probably, and Jovic next to him. Like, guys who will be at 3-point line.
Wait, name them again. Khalil Ware
at the 5, Jovic, Tyler, and Duncan.
Yeah, and that's not a lineup you can play.
No, because defensively they are trash.
They're giving up 175 points per 100 possessions. Like,
yeah.
So when you have,
I see.
So when you have that, it's okay. Again, like, how when a player is this, once again, not good at offense or defense, you can't put him on the court over guys that provide something in one of those facets. Like, V21, I hated saying it, but like, I can't put him on the court over Haywood Highsmith, because Haywood actually at least provides defense. The nigga might take an arm or a leg off, but like, you can't. I agree. That's the best comment we've had tonight. Shout out to you. I'm gonna say your name because I respect you. Shout out to Mario Luna. He didn't give us no donation, but he said over a former All-Star.
We tried to tell him, Jordan. We tried to tell him.
We did.
We tried to tell him. But hey, bro, I mean, it is what it is, dog. Like, speaking of, I don't know what 175 is, but it don't really matter.
I said that's how many points they give up per 100.
But yeah, for everybody that's in here, make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all leave us a comment after the video. Y'all never listen to my instructions, and that is disrespectful to me. But make sure y'all leave us a like on this video. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the Basement Sports Network. We are very close to 3,000 subscribers. I'm gonna tell you how close we are in a second. Yeah, we are 23 subscribers away from 3,000 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, y'all make sure y'all subscribe for us. Yes, please make sure y'all smash that like button for us. Look at me sound like a real YouTuber. Great game. What did I expect? I expected this. Correct. And then we're gonna be on the road to 4K after that. I expected this. Maybe not in the same well, I guess, but like when I see the Heat up 21 points, nothing about me says this game is in the bag. Like, even with the new roster. And speaking of, like, I thought this team was supposed to be more defensively inclined. Like, I felt, and I thought that they would, like, never have me feeling at points where they were, like, helpless defensively. Tonight, during that 21-0 run, I felt helpless, dude. Is it because these guys need time to adjust to Miami? Is it because this shit just may not work and Miami just sucks defensively? Is it Spo? Like, what is it? Why is the defense not quite gelling the way that some people may have thought it would have?
I think it's a combination of everything that you just said. I don't think Spo has had his best coaching season this year. But by that same token, Spo's not on the floor. Like, I do place a lot of blame at Spo's feet, but Spo didn't make Tyler Herro drive baseline, jump in the air, and then throw the ball to the other team. Like, I can't keep. I'm not going to keep blaming Spo because guys don't do their job. I'm not going to blame Spo because they had a 4-on-2 fast break and Tyler threw the ball and there was a turnover. He didn't hit the open man and then he came down and the nigga with that Dallas haircut hit a 3. Like, I'm here. Spo has been bad. Bro, y'all don't have to thank me. I've been saying we've been talking about Spo since last season. Like, y'all come to the post game too often to not understand that we are equal opportunists. I called that nigga Mike Budenholzer last year, I want to say. Like, this is nothing new. So, but I'm not going to keep blaming a man because professionals aren't doing their jobs. Like, I be really trying to provide analysis and y'all say stuff like that. Y'all know I'm one-track minded. Come on now.
And they banned that shit in Florida anyway. So
I'm out of work now, man. They banned that shit over here. Y'all come donate to the stream.
Yeah, they banned that shit in Florida. We can't even see Ant Pro comps on the Pornhub website.
No, Ant look like the video that pop up like singles in your area want to hook up. Chat live now.
Are you tired of jerking off?
Yeah.
Look at you. Shut up, Ant. Don't answer the fucking question.
First they banned Darius Jordan's likes, then they banned Pornhub.
Yeah, when they took Darius Jordan's likes off the timeline, they did the world a great service.
Facts. Sorry to tell you, sir, I am 5'5". We are not winning anything with me at the plate. First of all, I flagrantly foul. You will not be dunking on me. You saw what Jovic did was bad tonight. I'm punching somebody in the nuts and walking straight back to the locker room. Y'all lost, not me.
And first of all, your name is disgusting.
I'm leaving here with something, damn it.
Hey, bro, two of your biggest ops didn't play tonight. Terry, Jaime, how you feeling, bro?
Well, that's the thing, though. My Terry agenda was not good today because he didn't play, and the same shit happened. But my Jaime agenda is thriving because if he was there in that fourth quarter, maybe things would have been different. No, I don't know. I want to hop in on the Spo thing real quick just because he's obviously having a terrible season. Like, there's no doubt about that. My biggest gripe with him, though, has been the Terry minutes. Like, that has been unfathomable to me. Like, I posted the team plus minus for the season on Twitter the other day, and literally, like, the third worst player in plus minus is a minus 33. It's Nikola Jovic. The next guy is Terry Rozier, who's a minus 113, and then Jaime Jaquez, who's like a minus 140. Those two are above and beyond the two worst players for the Heat this year in terms of plus minus.
So let me ask you a question, because here's my issue with that kind of like this gun being pointed at Terry in this direction. Like, what is the option? Are you suggesting that we play Larson instead of Terry Rozier? Because while Larson has been good, like the one game that we started him, the nigga fouled twice in like 3 minutes.
No, my gripe with Spo is I'm not saying the Heat have a better option. I'm saying you try, see if you have. It might be Pella, it might be Burks, it might be Isaiah Stevens. It's not Terry. That's been my point all season.
Hey, brother, this is not Isaiah Stevens.
I don't care. What you're doing is not working. He's insane. because he keeps
the
trying
hell
the same
is
thing
Isaiah
over and is
Stevens?
expecting different results.
He's one of them G League niggas, bro. He's
Oh, okay.
Then Burks.
going.
Like, obviously, Isaiah Stevens is probably the last option you want to go to there. But Burks, literally anybody. Seriously, literally anybody. That's been my biggest thing. And obviously today, Spo, you can't blame him for that. He didn't have Terry. Would he have played him? Probably. But today, if you want to blame Spo, it's seeing OKC go on a 24-0 run and waiting until they took the lead to call a timeout. As soon as I saw Dort hit a 3 in the fourth quarter, then they got a steal. Then Shea hit a 3. They cut it from a 10-point deficit to a 4-point deficit. I would have called timeout right away. But no, Spo waited till Shea hit a game-leading 3 to call timeout. It's way too long. It's way too long.
So, like, I'm cool with the criticisms of Spo's game management. Like, and that includes, like, the rotations, substitution patterns, all that type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, the only pushback I have is, like, when people are saying anything except Terry, it's like, brother, the cupboard is bare. There are not many options outside of Terry available to him. Like, especially not at a position where we seriously lack depth, which is at the point guard position. We do not have a point guard.
Burks was fine today.
Burks is not a primary ball handler, bro. Like, and you can't rely on that. Like, he was fine, but that's 3 of 8. Like, what is he doing for you in terms of, like, facilitating offense?
I don't need to explain what someone else does to explain why they should play. My reasoning is solely because of how bad Terry's been. That's the reasoning. Not because someone else can do something, it's because of what Terry can't do.
I get it. Like, I'm saying, like, fair. Like, I'm not defending Terry Rozier as he's been a good player. Like, he has not. He's been terrible. But I just don't see the opportunity to take him off of the court. Like, I don't maybe play him less. Cool, I'm with that. But I don't see, like, with Jaime, now that we have Andrew Wiggins and we have Haywood Highsmith, we have options where we can take his ass off the court. Like, we don't have to play Jaime. We have enough wings.
Andrew Wiggins is Canadian.
They both should be playing, bro.
Did you just
First of all, that's an NBA champion. Watch your mouth. And it's Black History Month. Watch your mouth twice. That's
and
number
he's
one.
a legal citizen. And he's a legal citizen of the United States.
Number 2, I can't get with that.
I don't think so. I might be lying. You're Canadian.
I can't get with that, bro. You traded a first round pick for Terry Rozier, bro.
Yeah.
Put that nigga on the court. Don't tell me Pele Larson or Isaiah Stevens, since y'all insist that's a real person, or any of these people should be playing over him. You trade y'all, and I don't probably you Ant, but not you, Royal. I respect you way too much.
Nah, I didn't love it. And also, I didn't love it when it happened.
I don't care if you didn't. I'm attributing it to you. Y'all wanted this nigga, bro. Y'all hated. Ant was out here calling Kyle Lowry a whopper, big old booty muffin topper. Who's like that? Was you said that? Ant, I heard this song. Y'all hated Kyle Lowry this badly. Y'all said anybody but Kyle. And now look, y'all got somebody other than Kyle, and now y'all hate him more than Kyle. No, he should be playing. The Mexican should be playing. Y'all traded a first-round pick for this boy.
Yeah, but are you saying they should compound their mistake? Like, you made a mistake,
nigga,
Terry, now you're
compound
gonna
the
mistake by playing him?
Yes.
Like,
how else do you recoup this asset that you lost? You lost us 2 assets for Terry Rozier. You lost us a $30 million expiring contract, and you lost us a first-round pick.
take the L and move on. Don't play him because of it.
How do you move on? You're still paying him $26 million.
I just don't play him. That's all.
You're gonna leave $26 million on the bench.
Tyler Johnson didn't play.
Play the video.
Hey, when they signed,
hold up, real quick.
I got a Ku Klux Klan member on my page. Let me block this Ku Klux Klan member. Nobody's scared of y'all no more. Fuck out of here.
Jimmy, remove this cracker. Thank you, Justin. We appreciate it. Like I told you, they be talking about me. I don't run this show. Justin runs this show. I just sit up here and do it. No, and it doesn't get any breaks because he be out here spewing that foolishness.
No, but hey, Tyler Johnson, he was getting benched after he signed that 4-year, $50 million. He started playing like shit. He was getting benched. I remember that because I remember saying, "I'm glad Spo doesn't play the guy."
Duncan Robinson got benched, but this was Like, and I guess like Tyler Johnson's contract is a valid point because relative to the salary cap back then, that was a huge amount of money. But Duncan Robinson got benched when he was making much less money. But these were assets that the Miami Heat developed for nothing. They didn't give up nothing to get. They created them as assets. Terry Rozier was a defined product, which means there was NBA film out there on them. And the Miami Heat chose to trade a first-round pick and a $30 million expiring contract now and claimed that it would give them flexibility or whatever, another tradable contract. That's what people were saying. They were saying that Miami would be able to flip Terry Rozier's contract if things did not work out. Now that contract is untradeable. It is on this roster, but Miami has given up draft capital and actual cap space capital for him. Play him. Play him. You don't have a better option. There's nothing. It's not better. Pele Larson is not better. He's not. Otherwise, he would be playing.
Well, Burks is better then. You keep bringing
Burks is not better.
Why?
Burks is not better. It seems better because it's not Terry. That's the same. That's what New's telling you. Y'all use that logic with Kyle Lowry. Y'all thought Terry was better because he was not Kyle. You think anything that's not Terry is better. It's not.
Hey, I'm not even trolling. Like I was trolling last game, and I've trolled at points tonight. I genuinely think Terry might actually start playing better.
I genuinely don't. I don't.
And I respect that. I ain't saying you wrong.
I hope you don't.
Every time I say something, I could be right, I could be wrong, but I'm never wrong. I'm always right.
Correct.
I say that because, right? Think about this. Listen to this is my reasoning, and I'm open to being wrong. Like no joke, right? But Terry's best basketball always comes when a nigga is on a sinking ship of a team. And we are a sinking ship of a team. This team has nowhere to go but down. Like, you know the saying, like, oh, we ain't got nowhere to go but up. No, nigga, we have nowhere to go but down. And because of that, I fully expect this nigga to start hooping. We still gonna lose. Like, I'm not saying Terry's gonna play better basketball and lead to wins. No. I'm not high. I'm saying, like, he might look like Charlotte Terry again, losing team, but good efforts from Terry. Y'all can't see that happening?
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you now. Terry hooping leads me to the lottery. All right? Like, hey.
This is what I'm saying, brother. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, Terry's gonna flip a switch and we're gonna be good. No. I'm not sniffing glue. Like, man, I'm saying, like, it'll be back to nigga hoops leading to losses, like, which is what niggas wanted him for because of what he was doing in Charlotte.
Yeah, let me change that name. New is correct. Yeah, I think Terry Rozier finna start hooping too because I need it.
I firmly believe that he's a good stats, bad team guy, and now that we have a bad team, yeah, it makes sense.
I think Tyler Herro was a good stats mid-team guy. Like, on a bad team, he's bad. On a mid team, he's mid, or he's good. On a good team, he's mid.
Depends how good the defense he's playing that night.
No, it don't. Actually, it all depends on whether or not that 3-point shot is falling. Teams don't really have to put great defenders on Tyler Herro anymore. They put a rookie on him versus like in San Antonio. Yeah, I'm not. Stephon Kelsey is a good defender. Like I
tonight, like.
Let's not act like Lou Dort was the only person guarding Tyler Herro.
Dort's your chamber, baby. Try telling y'all. New laughed at
me.
Yeah,
but Dort wasn't the only person guarding Tyler Herro tonight. I seen Tyler Herro get stonewalled by Kenrich Williams this evening.
That was nasty.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, the book is out on what that boy like do. But either way, you say, go get Ron Harper jit. I don't know these folks. Y'all got to inform me. I don't watch college basketball.
Dylan
Harper, he plays for Rutgers.
Shout out to the home team. No, I just want to say shout out to the home team. That's it. I don't care.
Yeah, correct. Oh, but no, he ain't the best one. Don't they got Ace Bailey on that team too?
And guess what?
That team equally good.
That team has a losing record, or they're not. Hey,
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
What they got to do it? Well, no, you cooking it. But
how you have two of the top 3 prospects and you're not ranked?
Because they went to Rutgers. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but in college,
that's not a basketball school, That's not true. Rutgers is not only is it not a basketball school, it's never been a basketball school. And they're playing with a bunch of niggas who I could go to that campus and get weed from right now. Like,
they're 12
but I'm not weed.
You should not be under 500 if you have 2 of the top 3 prospects.
Yes, you should.
Yes, you should, bro.
Because 2 prospects don't. It's not a 2-on-2 league, and like, what are you talking about?
In college basketball, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I watch college basketball sometimes. College basketball doesn't translate to the NBA.
What was John Morant's record at Murray State?
They made the tournament.
What was Damian Lillard's record at Weber State?
Weber State, like.
What was the
Wayne Wade's record? All the first few, like before he took off in March Madness, like
they won multiple games in the tournament. Damian Lillard was not a top 2 prospect in the draft. These comparisons are ridiculous.
No, they're not. You're missing the point that just because your team isn't good, that doesn't state the quality of you as a player on your team, like,
or how you project as an NBA talent.
If you have 2 of the top 3 prospects,
you're acting like they're at a blue, but you're acting like they're at a blue blood program.
So
I'm sorry,
Tyler Hansborough is one of the greatest winners in college basketball history. Has nothing to do with who he is as a basketball player.
And can you name one more person on their team?
Hell no. The fuck?
My point exactly. I rest my case.
It's college though. Most of these teams are ass. That's why.
And one of your little fangirls in here telling you not to worry about us because we only watch football.
I mean, I don't watch college basketball.
Like that's an insult.
I don't watch college basketball.
I only spend my time watching something that's good.
I am miserable now that football is over.
Oh, if anything, I'm the stupid one. I'm sitting here that the only basketball I consume is Heat basketball.
I just want to let you know this, and Ant will co-sign. Anthony DiNardo has never won an argument against me. Every time he's ever disagreed with me about something, I've always been proven right. I just want to, and this is not exaggeration.
Tell them what usually happens like 6 months later, New.
He always tells me I'm right and calls himself a bitch. It says New was right. So like, I don't know what you think you're doing in this comment by telling Ant that we don't know ball, but Ant just verify for you. He's never won an argument against me when he told me I was wrong about something. Hey. So I just want you to take that into consideration when you side with Ant in these comments right now.
Hey, if Pat would have traded Jimmy Butler when New first told him to, we'd be looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We'd be a top 4 seed in the East. But Ant said we couldn't do that. So
we probably be a top 4 seed in the East with
we piled up. First of all, it's not the basement pile up. Ant is a member of the basement. So like this is just the way we talk to him because Ant is an Ayo. We get but like this is the way we talk to Ant because Ant is the countering voice here at the basement. Like he believes, okay? He one of y'all. he feel that shit. And we be trying to help my boy. He just won't listen.
This is probably not a good comparison, but I'm looking at the Heat, right? You have 2 perennial all-star caliber players, Bam and Herro. The team is shit. So I think that's an indictment on Bam.
Do you know what the word perennial means?
Bam's a 3-time all-star and like a 6-year career, and Tyler Herro's a current.
I have no arguments when you call it Bam a perennial all-star, but you knew that ahead of time.
You have 1 perennial all-star and 1 current all-star on paper.
There we go.
By technicality terms, okay? The team is mid. That's an indictment on your star player, Tyler Herro. All of us agree Tyler Herro is not a legitimate all-star. I agree with that. That's an indictment on him because the team is mid. That's the same thing I'm saying about Rutgers. How is your 2-star players on there? Still mid. That's an indictment on your 2-star players. Same thing with the Heat.
And just say you were wrong. He's not a perennial all-star caliber player.
Now, when Ace Bailey wins fucking MVP as a rookie.
Okay, Stevie O, people who watch football first typically have poor judgment watching basketball. Ask yourself this. Did you start watching football before basketball? I rest my case. I don't know what case that you're making. Yes, I watched football before I watched basketball. Yes, I still know about basketball. I think basketball is an easier sport to evaluate than football. Like, I think smarter people play football. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's go on to the next game. We got – where the fuck did New go? Let me hear what all these whites.
Smarter people play football?
Yes.
That's an interesting conversation to have. That's actually
they don't leave the game smarter, but they started smarter.
Hey, Royal, what type of people play rugby?
I don't play rugby, so fuck you.
Yeah, but that's your national pastime, bitch. People from the country Georgia's from, Western Europe, Scandinavia, Scotland, one of those places. Like I know Georgia's Klansmen. Georgia's Klansmen will not be pleased with the way that I'm disrespecting them.
If you ever put the word Klansman and my name in the same conversation again, I will fucking kill you.
Hey, George, you can get back on this stage. It don't matter because I can tell you the same thing that I tell your ass all the time. Brother, this block don't jam, brother. And I would love to hang out with you. I gunbutt you in the head, put a steak on your Facebook, go out for drinks and everything after that. It's great.
I'll get to your chest before you can put 3 shots, brother. I'm there.
I tell you what. I just tell you, I'm honest. I don't like your chances, but you're more than welcome to try. Like, I don't like your odds at all, brother. But hey, good. May the odds be ever in your favor, brother. What you was about to say, Ed?
No, I see he has Bam and Herro style line, but what's with the or in the middle? Like, are you asking us to pick who's better or something?
You talking about you? Your name says 25, 15, and 4, or 14, 2, and 6.
Yeah,
like
who was at fault here?
I don't think anybody's at fault. Like, I think this team is sorry.
I think they're also at fault. There's a lot of people at fault.
Negroes. Stop trying. Who is doing this? Oh,
me.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Bro. I thought it was one of the whites. Stop talking.
That's definitely not me either.
All right, George. All right.
Okay, but no, I don't think anybody's at fault. I think this team stinks. I don't want to do the thing where like Bam played well tonight, but it wasn't enough. So like, who gives a fuck? Like you feel me? Like it didn't lead to a win.
Yeah, I'm more under the thing. I'm more under the prerogative to say that everyone's at fault than they're just like this is shit because they built the system around Tyler. They built this new system of offense around Tyler. So if anyone's at fault here,
I don't like the premise. I like the premise. I ain't gonna hold you. I do like the premise. I like where we're going with this, but I have to disagree because I feel like over the past couple of weeks they've kind of defaulted back to some of the other things they've done. Like Bam is taking a more vested interest in that mid-range shot. He's taking his diet of mid-range shots has increased. Tyler Herro had cut out some of his mid-range game, but tonight you saw a couple of floaters from him because the 3 wasn't falling and he couldn't get all the way to the rim. I think they've kind of defaulted back to some of their old habits as of late. But I do agree that they built this new offense around Tyler Herro. I just don't think that they're sticking to it at this point in the season. I think they're moving away from that.
What's the point, though? What's the point?
What's the point of what? Like, you got to try and figure out a new offense.
No, but that's the what's the point of the new offense? Are you trying to win games? Are they actually trying to win games?
No, I don't think that's. I don't think. No, I think Miami's goal right now is to develop.
It's a very weird way to develop. Like we said,
I disagree with that.
It's a terrible way to develop. What? Go ahead. Why?
They're not playing the developmental guys.
They're playing Khalil Ware.
That's out of force. Like, all right, and even if he is a developmental guy, name another one that they're playing.
Another developmental.
7 minutes.
Yeah, right. I don't think they invested much in it, but I would consider Davion Mitchell a developmental guy too.
That nigga's 40.
He's not 40.
This is like his 5th year in the league.
Yeah, this is
black. You're right. I'm sorry, brother. I don't even know why I'm disagreeing with you.
No, it's cool, but I'm with you. I'm with you where he's like an older developmental guy, but I mean, ain't that usually when they start developing these niggas anyway? When they're around 24, 25, that's when the process starts. So, but I think them playing Davion is an attempt for them to develop who he is as a player. I think Khalil is a developmental project. I don't know. I have to see a couple more games to determine whether or not like this direction with Jaime is the new direction, or if they just kind of like being careful with that stomach thing. They ain't want to shit all over himself on national television, so like they left him on the bench.
Hey, what do that nigga be eating, bro? It's like his 4th stomach bug of the season.
Come on, bro. Carne asada, okay?
He biting the cow straight off the farm. Like, why is his stomach
the hide? I don't know, like, but that is interesting. And now he's passing that shit around the team, and like that's not ideal. But I do think that Miami needs to lean into the young guys a little bit more because I understand your point. Like if they went all in on the development, then you'd be seeing guys like Pella play. And I don't know if you still see Kashad Johnson or any of them guys, but like Pella is the one guy. But outside of that, they playing all the young guys. Jovic, part of that development. They played Jaime. They play Khalil. Like I feel like those are the guys who they're focusing on developing. Because I definitely don't think competing is like a goal now. Am I wrong? Ant, you think they're trying to compete?
Well, I was gonna say I think Nu was right when I know. Look at me, I'm learning. Nu was right. No, she was right when she said that they're trying to win now. But for me, the reason is because they traded for Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is 30, and he's making $30 million for another 3 seasons. If they were trying to rebuild, they would have took the expiring contract of Brandon Ingram or anybody else. They wouldn't have taken on the long-term money of a 30-year-old. That to me tells me that they're trying to win, which is a stupid move because this is clearly a core that you can't win with without getting the guy, which they had a trade offer to get the guy, and they turned it down from Phoenix. Maybe they try again in the offseason, but I doubt it.
Yeah, the trade for Wiggins in particular does feel like another in the laundry list of like straddling the fence move. Josh Christopher's not a real person on this roster. But the Andrew Wiggins thing does feel like you kind of like trying to blend the two timelines. But I think it's impossible to pivot all the way to like 22, 23-year-old guys when you have Bam as your foundational piece. Like, I think there's going to be a bit of splitting the difference there where you're trying to build around Bam / trying to develop young guys at the same time and hopefully you fast track them. Like, I know it's a terrible plan because that's what they did. And they're going to waste Bam's like prime waiting for another guy to develop into something that he'll develop into right after Bam's prime is over. But that, like, I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Like, and I think that's kind of what it is. Isn't the idea to flip Wiggins for this in the summer?
Can I put some point to that quickly?
Go ahead.
I would believe it. The funny thing is, I would believe it because $30 million deal, very easy to facilitate any other star trade with a $30 million deal, and you can still add some lower contracts in as well. If it wasn't with the Miami Heat, because we have been told time and time again that contracts were developed, were signed to facilitate deals. It happened with Duncan. Duncan was supposed to be that facilitating deal, $18 million a year. That's a great movable contract. It happened with Terry Rozier after a while. Like, we gave up that first.
I'm sorry, I'm pointing to this comment. They're talking to Ant.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yeah. That was the idea too, though, George, to add on with James Johnson, Dion Waiters, all those guys. It was the same thing.
That's exactly the point. So, so I would believe that. I would believe that we picked up that $30 million for the next how many years, if it was with the intention of trading him. But unless everything goes right for you and both your picks convey this year, then you will never have more than 2 first-round picks to move at any one time.
No, I don't think it's a matter of the picks both conveying this year. I think it's a matter of like what we saw. Like there was a report that came out today that Kevin Durant intends on asking out. I think that'll be something that Miami looks for.
Kyrie as well. Kyrie's in that camp as well. Kyrie will not be a Dallas Maverick by next year.
If we can get Kevin Durant and Kyrie over here in separate deals, I know it didn't work out in Brooklyn, but they didn't have Bam, and I would welcome that as kind of like an old guy, one last hurrah, push for a championship. I would definitely welcome that as an option over here. At Miami.
By the way, to anyone that's watching, if you wouldn't trade Tyler Herro for Kyrie Irving, please tell me why. I would love to hear your answer.
They're going to tell you because Tyler Herro is 25 years old.
I wouldn't because of that.
You said you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't trade Tyler for Kyrie.
I think that's insanity.
And I love Kyrie, but Kyrie, we just saw Kyrie Irving play with Luka Doncic, who is significantly better than any person we've had on our team in probably like the last 10 years. And that nigga was doo-doo in the finals. Like, if I'm trading Tyler Herro at this point where I think his value is the highest it's been since he won 6-man or coming out of the bubble, I'm aiming higher. Think bigger, in the words of Pat Riley. Like,
not enough.
Kyrie's not the best that I could do. Precisely. Like, I try to trade auxiliary pieces to get Kyrie. Because don't he have a player option or something? Like,
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, I think he has a player option coming up, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm looking up his contract now. Yeah, he has a player option next year for $43 million.
Yeah, which means he's gonna want more money. I'm not trading. I'm aiming bigger. I'm trying to package Tyler and do something way more.
Yeah, Hero for Trey is not bigger than Kyrie. But I get what you're saying.
At
I
all.
get what you're going for.
Trey had 38 and 19 tonight.
He lost.
Hey, brother.
You lost the game.
Hey, KD had 37. They lost too. So
They stink. They both could use Miami. Let's go to the next game because that shit is tomorrow. We play the Dallas Mavericks. I don't even know who the fuck on their roster anymore. But we'll start with you, George. The boy feeling good?
Fuck no. But actually, no. Fuck yes. Because Cooper Flag is averaging 22, 6, and 3 with 2 blocks a game on 58% shooting. I'm so looking forward to this tank because we get games off. And there's no project on this team that I'm looking at besides Kalaware.
Read my name, George.
Hold on, I got a Ku Klux Klan member on my page. Let me block this Ku Klux Klan.
Pick any other name in the draft.
Nobody's scared of y'all no more. Fuck.
1 second.
Oh, George, Cooper Flag, the only white man in the lottery. You can't think of no other black prospect.
BJ Edgecombe.
Good enough for me. Give me one of them. Dylan Harper. I just heard his name today for the first time, but I prefer him over what you call it, Cooper Flag. No more white saviors, bro.
Wait, there's a Greek, I'm pretty sure. Gasparas Yakunokis, and that's not Greek, brother. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah. Shout out to Umar. Hey, brother. Y'all, the folks gonna keep you together over here, brother. Don't bring me Cooper Flag. I don't care if we get no more whites. I'm with it. The boy feeling good?
I don't know. There's one thing that somehow we've all been remiss to mention this episode, which is you can't really judge this team yet. Because remember, if the pick is between 11 and 14, I give the trade an A. Is what I was told by people who charge you a few bucks a month for their opinions.
CNN, you won't.
If the pick, I woke up in a cold sweat last night just hearing the words. If the pick's 11 to 14, I give the trade an A. Shall we go through the stats today? Andrew Wiggins.
We do not care.
I don't care either. Just a ridiculous statement that will baffle me to the end of time.
We want to hear the stat, and woo,
bro. Listen, Wiggins. I'm gonna go 15 seconds on this and then get into the next game. Wiggins was the guy on a Minnesota team that didn't sniff the playoffs till Jimmy got there. Then he was an excellent role player on a Warriors team that had the greatest shooter of all time. You put him on a Miami Heat who don't have any of that, and he's back to being terrible. I don't know. I think Gafford might be out tomorrow. AD might be out tomorrow. Bam should have an easy matchup. I'd just like to see him attack. If he can keep stringing good games along, that'll make me feel a little better.
He's an all-pro player, bro. Like, he's an all-NBA caliber player.
It's not enough.
Don't worry. You're in good hands. New, the girl feeling good?
Absolutely not.
It's not enough.
I just want to say I was lying. I would 100% trade Tyler Herro for Kyrie Irving. I think you talking about. Y'all could name some. I think the only person I wouldn't trade for Tyler Herro for is Denny Avdia, and that's because he is a small hat, and that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to get us demonetized tonight. But that is literally where the line stops. Like Denny Avdia, that's it. Name another player, he's out the door, bucko. I just wanted to make that abundantly clear. And that's about it. tomorrow. No, I don't feel good, nor do I care. I hope losses are wins at this point, people. So, yeah.
It's
And
not
so if
enough.
that's the case, then yeah, I do feel good because they're gonna lose. So I feel great. 2 lottery
Hey.
picks in the same year in a deep draft class. After I had to just deal with Khalil Ware and Jaime Jaquez in back-to-back picks. Sign me up, Bucko. My boy out of Oklahoma. I want to say his name, Dylan Fears, and VJ Edgecombe. Come on down.
I can't wait to get pick 14 and then attach Jaime to pick 14 to get pick 15. That's going to be so much fun. That's going to be so much fun.
You go watch my slow descent into madness as Pat Riley keeps moving back. He keeps moving back in the fucking.
We got the 7th pick. We got the 8th pick. It's pick 10.
He's not gaining any assets along the way. He's just attaching
Cash
these
considerations. Cash considerations.
He's attaching these bitches to Terry Rozier to get off the contract. It's gonna be diabolical if we trade the goddamn 7th pick to get off of Terry Rozier.
I can just man, if it's like the Miami Heat is on the clock, and then we have a trade to announce.
Yeah, the Miami Heat are selecting this player for the Golden State Warriors apparently to send him to play with Jimmy. Like, that shit would be terrible. Anyways, all of you guys are wrong because the Heat are about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not gonna yell right now because this team does not deserve my full voice. Okay, Bam 50, Khalil Ware 30. There you go. Tyler Herro, brother, you on the fucking clock. You can count your fucking days, brother. I know this Jaime hate not enough for me to sustain a full season on, brother. I can't eat off of Jaime hate alone. You are my bread and butter.
8 birria tacos for the crew off that.
Low energy. This is not low energy, bro. This is what they've reduced me to. I cannot be out here being the only person giving effort for the Miami Heat, bro. I can't build a career on Jaime hate. I can't. I built a dynasty off of Tyler hate.
The wall on it though, Miguel.
It's not enough.
I can build a cage.
Hey, who got that ice hotline number? I'll get rid of that Jaime problem for us.
Yo, somebody gave me that shit. But yeah, somebody said Roy in that Jimmy bag coasting. Hey, bro, I can't shoot my one-legged threes out here. Let your boy live. No, I do think I'm with everybody else though. Like I don't. The Mavericks aren't good right now because they don't have anybody playing. But the Miami Heat also are not a good basketball team. Why is this statistic worth anything?
I've had enough of the Jaime slander, bro. Come on. Have you seen his footwork?
Did y'all see the white man just try and chastise me about Jaime Jaquez slander?
Told him I got a Ku Klux Klan member on.
Hey, come on, bro. You're not gonna defend that shit. That shit's been terrible.
Did you hire him?
Was supposed to be my retirement ticket, bro. I can't do that if he's ass.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
When you get rid of that gay jersey behind you?
Never.
No, I would have been cool with that, Justin. Play the video.
You know what? Since she didn't want to yell, and since the Miami Heat want to halfway play basketball, they're getting a halfway ass intro. Play the video, Justin. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, he packing the ass. We're about to go. Just the pace.